In this video, we'll show you how to change the Serpentine belt kit on your Ford F-150. You can find it on CarParts.com via the link in the description. In order to change the Serpentine belt on your vehicle, you need to take off the wheel on the passenger side to gain full access. For safety reasons, we strongly suggest watching our video on how to jack your Ford F-150 safely. It's also safer to disconnect the battery. To do so, we recommend watching the video, How to Replace the Ford F-150 Car Battery. In order to access the tensioner pulley, you need to remove the air duct. Using a ratchet, an extender, and a 7mm socket, loosen the air duct holding clamp. Then shift the duct. Then, from the wheel arch, unscrew the duct lower holding clamp using the same tools. Then remove the duct. To do this, lift it slightly and pull it towards you, jiggling it back and forth. Pay attention to the pin, which allows it to be correctly positioned on the engine. Protect the inlet and the outlet of the air intake system by plugging them with a glove or a clean cloth to prevent impurities from polluting the system. Before proceeding with the replacement of the Serpentine belt, we recommend taking a picture or to draw a path of the belt around the different pulleys in order to position it correctly later. Using a breaker bar and a 15mm socket, loosen the belt by turning the Serpentine belt tensioner clockwise. Meanwhile, remove the Serpentine belt from the idler pulley. You can now remove the belt. When changing the Serpentine belt, you also have to replace the tensioner pulley and the two idler pulleys. Using a ratchet and a 10mm socket, unscrew the two retaining bolts of the belt tensioner. Then remove the tensioner. Using a ratchet and a 13mm socket, unscrew the holding bolt on the idler pulley located next to the Serpentine belt tensioner. Then take out the first idler pulley. For great content, our best price, and fast shipping, download the CarParts.com app now. Using a ratchet and a 13mm socket, unscrew the holding bolt on the second idler pulley. Then remove it. You can order the Serpentine belt kit used in the video on CarParts.com through the link in the description. Take the idler pulley, put it back in its place, then screw the bolt back in roughly by hand, and screw it back in with a ratchet until it makes contact. Finish tightening using a torque wrench. Take the second idler pulley. Do the same for the second pulley. Take the belt tensioner. Put it back in its place. Next, screw it back in until it makes contact. Finish the tightening of the bolts with a torque wrench. Take the new Serpentine belt. Pay careful attention to which way up you use it. The writing on the belt must turn clockwise. Slide the new belt around the different elements, respecting the layout from the initial assembly. To fully put it back in place, lower the Serpentine belt tensioner in order to wind the Serpentine belt onto all of the pulleys. Then, release the belt tensioner to fully extend the belt. Before starting your car again, check that the belt is properly positioned in all the pulleys. Remove the air system lower cover. Replace the air duct. Make sure you insert the holding pin. Then screw the hose clamp back on. Then remove the cover near the air box. Tighten the clamp. Reconnect the battery. Then you will be able to put the wheel back on your vehicle. Put your truck back on the ground before properly fixing the wheel in place. Operation complete.